Hello everyone, I am doing a video review today on the Logitech Slim Folio Pro keyboard case for the third generation iPad Pro 12.9. I'm doing the video because I debated quite a bit on this case and ended up buying this case after returning the case made by Apple, which is their smart keyboard Folio, which is $199. The Logitech case is $129, $70 cheaper. So I'll cut straight to the point. I found that this case was worth the added bulk, which is a common criticism I saw in the reviews for this case, because it adds an extensive amount of function. It has a vastly superior keyboard in my opinion, and I personally thought that the function more than made up for the added bulk. But I'd like to talk about some of the similarities first. So first off, they both have similar material and color, that dark charcoal gray. The material actually feels to be the same material that Apple cases made, and they both have excellent build quality. The differences are pretty significant. So number one, this is a Bluetooth keyboard. It's not using the smart connector like the Apple case uses. Now that does not really present any issues because it still instantly connects every time you open the case. There's nothing you have to do additional, and it's instantaneous. Another big difference is the fact that this is not just the keyboard, but it actually is an integrated, very rugged, rubberized case that offers a lot of protection, whereas the Apple case is much thinner. It doesn't offer much protection aside from scratch protection. This would likely provide a significant amount of protection if you were to drop the iPad on the floor. The corners here are very thick. They're rubberized. It goes all the way along the bottom here. So that's another big difference. Another big difference, the keys here are backlit, and that is really a big one. It's kind of shocking that the Apple keyboard is not backlit. Here you can see this button will turn the light on, and there's the brighter setting. So bright, dim, off. Total of 3 settings. Very helpful, obviously, at nighttime. Another big difference are the shortcut keys you see at the top of the screen. So here you have your home key. You can double click home and it'll pull up all the apps you have open. You have your keyboard keys. You have a search key, so you can use the spotlight function. You have all of your audio controls here. You have a lock key, so you can instantly lock it. And if you want to turn it back on, there's Face ID. It's already open. And here's your battery button. You just hit that button and it'll turn green to let you know your battery's okay. The battery life is rated for 3 months, and that's with 2 hours of use per day. I have not had to charge it since I've had it, and I've had it for about a week. Other differences. Now, while both of these cases have essentially 2 typing positions, here's the first one on this case, which is a bit vertical. If you just rearrange the cover here in the back, it makes it go a little bit flatter. Those are the 2. The Apple case has 2 typing positions as well, but this one also has a drawing mode. If you disconnect it, it'll semi-elevate the case at about 20 degrees. It gives you a fairly stable platform. It makes it really nice when you're drawing or taking notes, and I find that to be a really nice benefit to this case. What we'll do is reconnect the case and pay attention to the little light here. You'll notice all you have to do is put the case in the iPad in its typing position, and the keyboard automatically connects as you see there. It's ready to rock and roll. So that's why I don't think it matters that it doesn't use a smart connector, because the Bluetooth connection is instantaneous. Additionally, you'll find that this case also has a flap on it, which will secure the Apple Pencil. This does magnetically lock behind the iPad when you're typing on it, because this has a magnet. You'll hear it click into place, and that keeps it out of the way. When you shut the iPad, as you'll see here, that will further secure your Apple Pencil, which still magnetically connects to the iPad, but now you have additional security there. There's no question that the size of this case is different. You can see here that it adds a good bit of thickness, but I'll be honest with you. Despite the fact that many of the reviews I read were concerned about the thickness and the weight, it's done in a very good way. It just feels solid. It feels like a machine for work. I personally find that the added thickness and bulk is very worthwhile because you get so much function with it. Now, other details about the keyboard, it is USB-C, so you can charge the iPad here, or you can charge your keyboard here. The keyboard will charge from the iPad if you have a USB-C to USB-C cable as well. So anyway, you can buy this case online or at the Apple Store as well. I'll put a link in the description, but this is the Slim Folio Pro from Logitech. I would say hands down, as a person who has used both cases fairly extensively, that this case offers much more protection, much more function, and the added bulk with this case is more than made up for by all the function you get. If you're debating on a case, I highly recommend this one. I did return the Apple Smart Keyboard Folio case, and I bought this one instead, and I've been very happy with this case, even though I did like the case by Apple. If you can only have one, this is the one to get. Anyway, I hope that you found the video useful. Thanks for watching.